It's got to be, let me adjust this mic. It's got to be tough being a housewife and working at the same time.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, so do I. Well, I'll tell you what, I used to be a good housewife, but what are you going to do? Hey, listen, a toss of a coin starts our game, and we're going to have that right after these messages, especially for you, so stay with us. You kids all ready? Thank you. Welcome back. As we mentioned, we're heading into round one on WePlay Baton Rouge, and we start the game, obviously, with a coin toss. So we're going to do that right now. You just hang in there with us. Go ahead and call it.
Heads.
Okay. As you can see, heads it is. You have opted to stay right here, and you, because of our rules, you get the first question. Nikki, you know the rules better than I do. But anyway, we're ready to go. Round one, ladies and gentlemen, on WePlay Baton Rouge. Let's go get them. Okay, we begin, Thomas Ann, with the scrambling of the categories. You're now heading for Perkins Drive. We move them around, we mix them up. Where they stop, nobody knows. University is UNIVS, history, and also music.
History.
Okay, let's see what we have under history. Under history, here is the question. In 1722, Bienville had what Louisiana city declared the capital of Louisiana. Let me repeat this. This is a multiple choice question. There are 4 possible answers you can select from. In 1722, Bienville had what Louisiana city declared the capital of Louisiana? Was it Lake Charles, Alexandria, Shreveport, or New Orleans?
Shreveport.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. Now, according to our rules, you have the option of taking this question, or you can go back to the game board and pick another category.
I'll take this question.
Okay, once again, 1722, Bienville had what Louisiana city declared the capital of Louisiana? Was it Lake Charles, Alexandria, Shreveport, or New Orleans?
New Orleans.
That's right, and you have your first streak. Okay. Back to Thomas Ann, heading for Perkins. Let's run those categories around one more time and see what they have to offer. We have products, P-R-O-D-S. BLDS, ladies and gentlemen, is the buildings category, and also mixed bag, a conglomeration of a lot of questions.
I'll try buildings.
Okay, let's see what we have for you right there under buildings. Under buildings, here's the question. The historic old post office, which is located in downtown Baton Rouge, is an excellent example of what kind of architecture? Once again, multiple choice question. 4 possible answers you can select from. The historic old post office located in downtown Baton Rouge is an excellent example of what kind of architecture? Is it Greek, colonial, Gothic, or Renaissance?
The third one.
Okay, well, once again, Greek, colonial, Gothic, or Renaissance?
Gothic.
I'm sorry, that's wrong too. Now, once again, you can take that question and head over to college, or we can scramble the categories again.
I'll take the question.
The historic old post office located in downtown Baton Rouge is an excellent example of what kind of architecture? Greek, colonial, Gothic, Renaissance?
Colonial.
I'm sorry, that's wrong too. The answer is Renaissance. Okay, the Renaissance, that's the old post office located in downtown Baton Rouge. Okay, you're still resting there on Jefferson. You're heading to Perkins. It's back to you, Thomas Ann. Let's scramble those categories, and here we go. Ping! P-R-O-D-S, folks, is products. We also have buildings, and it's back on the mixed bag again. It landed on the same one again. What looks good?
None of them. Mixed bag.
That's what she said last night. Okay. Okay, under mixed bag, let's try this one, Thomas Ann. For Perkins, statues of what animals guard the front entrance to the old state capitol building? Statues of what animals guard the front entrance to the old state capitol building? Okay, time's up. You can take the question again, move on to another street, or you can go would you like to go to the board again? The answer? Lions.
Right.
Right, sure. Okay, let's go to the board once again, and you are up. Let's see what happens here. Products, buildings, and a mixed bag. That's a boy. You see, that's the thing. You never know what's going to pop up on the game board on WePlay Baton Rouge. But what looks good there?
Buildings.
Okay, let's try buildings one more time. See what we have. Under buildings and famous buildings, the highlight of this dining room in the governor's mansion is something 21 feet long. What is it?
The table?
That's exactly right. It's the banquet table. It's second answer. Okay, you're on college. It's the old banquet table. Hey, there's been many a time that Dave and Dodie and I have sat down, had many dinners there at the banquet table. We've had Gary King with us, Bob Jolly, Nick Champion. He came along just to burp for us. Let's go back. You're up, Thomas Ann. Let's go back to the game board again, scrambling the categories, and see what we have to offer at this particular time. Sports, television, and history. H-I-S-T is history. Nothing looks good up there. Okay, let's see what we have under history and for your first street. Okay, you've heard of the original 13 colonies. Name any one of the original 13 colonies.
Massachusetts.
Let me check. That's right. You have your first street. Perkins is yours. That's exactly right. Okay, now I want the audience to answer, name the other 12. Or we're going to throw you out. No. Let's see, there's New York, Pennsylvania. That's right, Virginia, New Jersey, what else? New Hampshire. Connecticut's on there. Yes, the Carolinas and Delaware. We said Rhode Island. See, Nick Champion, he's from Rhode Island. Get Rhode Island on there. Hey, what the heck? Okay, now we're back to you, and its categories are going to scramble one more time. Let's see what we have to offer this time. Buildings again, music, and people.
Buildings.
Okay, let's see what we got this time under the old buildings category. Okay, this is a multiple choice question again. 4 possible answers you can choose. Saloons? Okay, let's check the dictionary and see if there's a word in there, saloons. It could be a cross between select and choose. We'll call it saloons. Okay, the steps to the main entrance of the Capitol building are made of Minnesota granite. Now, how many steps are there? Are there 49 steps, 57 steps, 50 steps, or 38 steps?
50.
I'm sorry, that's correct. I mean, that's incorrect. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'm sorry. Now, back to you, Thomas Ann. You can take this question, or we can go back to the game board and pick another category. Okay. The steps to the main entrance of the Capitol building are made of Minnesota granite. How many steps are there? Are there 49 steps, 47, 50, or 38?
49.
That's correct, and you have lead. With 49 steps. Hey, we're locked in, tied up at 2 streets. Heading for Stanford on this side, over there heading for Acadian, and we'll be right back. But first, these messages, especially for you. Thank you. Hey, I'll tell you. We're at Secretary's Night. If you just joined us on WePlay Baton Rouge, we're heading into round 2. And the greatest thing about the show tonight, that I get to sit on the girls' laps after the show. So stick with us. Okay, as I remember correctly, whose turn is it?
Mine.
Oh, that's right. Sharon Davis, you are up, and you are heading for Acadian. And Thomas Ann, you're on lead. You're heading for Stanford. Sharon's turn. Let's scramble the categories for round 2 on WePlay Baton Rouge, and let's see what happens right here. Here we have again PRODS's products, LA's Louisiana, and of course words.
Words.
Okay, under words, let's see what we have. The words hot foot teddy were given to a fire-preventing animal in 1950. What is his name today?
Smokey the Bear.
That's right! Yeah. Hey, see, we never get an opportunity to look at the question. That's a good question, though. Does a lot of you know that one? We have our announcer, Gary King. After the show, we get together, you know, and one night he had 5 cigarettes in between his toes. We were calling him Hotfoot Gary. Okay, Thomas Ann, it's your turn. Let's go back and scramble the categories. You're on lead. You're heading for Stanford. What does the game board have to offer this time? We're at Louisiana, LA, people, and sports.
I'll try people.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under the old people category. Okay, under people, here's the question. What famous short person, always with hand in coat in history, sold Louisiana to the United States in a secret treaty in 1803?
Napoleon.
That's right, Napoleon Bonaparte. Yes, indeed. Back to Sharon Davis. Let's scramble the categories again for Sharon, see what they have to offer. Sharon's heading for Park. Louisiana people and sports this time. That was the same one I believe as appeared last. So let's see what do you like there, Sharon?
Louisiana.
Okay, under Louisiana, once again, here is what we have. The pelican is obviously the state bird of Louisiana. What is the pelican's main source of food?
Fish.
That's right. Hey. Very good. You know, the interesting thing about a game show, those people, they sit at home, you know, and they'll say, "Ah, that's fish. I knew that one." But let me tell you something. When you get in front of the podium, in front of a studio audience, and cameras rolling, it's a whole different ball game. Wouldn't you agree, girls? Okay, Thomas Ann. All right, we'll get you some Valium later. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, Richard would really yell at me for that one, boss. We have, so would John Spain. Louisiana, people, and sports are the categories that we have to offer this time. Thomas Ann, what do you like there?
People.
Okay, people's a good one. Let's see what's going on in the old people's lot. Jeez. Mary Kathleen Collins. Mary Kathleen Collins married a man named John. Soon after they were wed, she was in the movie 10. What is her name? That's right! We have back there in the, obviously we have an 8-second time there that you have to answer the question. And I think you made it by of your bow, Derek. Anyway, but you did good. Okay, Sharon, once again, you're on Park, you're heading for East, we're tied. Let's see what happens as we randomly scramble the categories. We have products again, we have buildings, and we have the mixed bag. What looks good?
Buildings.
Okay, under buildings, let's see what we got. Here's the question. Located on Laurel and North Street here in Baton Rouge is a building constructed in 1838 as a penitentiary. What is it called?
Pentagon Barracks.
Now, that was close. Now, did I say that was close? No, I'm sorry. I must have been close because I didn't use any deodorant today. Back to Thomas Ann. I'm sorry, back to Thomas Ann. Now, Thomas Ann, you have the opportunity of taking this question, or we can go back to the categories again.
Products.
Okay, well, if you'd like to go back, we'll spin them again then.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and scramble the categories, and let's see what they have to offer on this particular time. Okay, products, buildings, and mixed bag.
Products.
Okay, let's see what we have under products. And there's old product right down there. Okay, under products. You'll find it on the kitchen table, on the stove, and in the diet. It takes 114 tons of this product to produce the pages of a magazine. What product are we talking about?
Yeast.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. You can take this question or go to the game board.
Game board.
Okay, now I made a mistake a little earlier. I didn't give you the answer to what was the one we asked about famous buildings. Remember the one about located on Laurel and North Street? The answer to that was the old warden's house or old warden's home. And the answer to this question is, does anybody know? Salt, exactly, that's right. Okay, now you're going to go the scramble the categories one more time for Sharon, and let's see what we have to offer this time. Okay, we got products again, we have Louisiana, and we have words.
Louisiana.
Okay, under Louisiana, let's see what we have here in Louisiana. It's a multiple choice question one more time. In what year did Louisiana become a state? Was it 1860, 1806, 1894, or 1811?
1811.
That's right, and you were on it. Right. President Madison signed a bill for that. You're on E Street, one block to go before you reach the studios of TV2. Thomas Ann, you're heading for Texas. Definitely not out of this game. We're going to be right back with more of We Play Baton Rouge, but first these messages from the people that make all this possible.
If you'd like to be a contestant on WePlay Baton Rouge, just send your name, address, phone number, and occupation to Pat Shingleton Productions, 619 Jefferson Highway, Baton Rouge, 7806. That's 619 Jefferson Highway, 7806. Now, once again, here's Pat.
Thank you, Gary King. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now moving into our last round of We Play Baton Rouge. Thomas Ann, it's your turn. You're on Dalrymple heading for Texas, then to the studios of TV2. And Sharon, 1 block to go. Let's scramble the categories, see what they have to offer. Round and round they go. Where they stop, only Bob Jolly knows. We have universities, history, and music. What would you like there?
Oh, university.
Okay, let's see what we have then under universities. Here's the question. Many schools have a building where social gatherings, club meetings, plays, and dances may be held. LSU has such a facility where students gather between classes. What is this building called? And here is your hint. The parade ground is directly in front of it.
The Union.
That's exactly right. You've got Texas. It's the old Union. Hey, we're in a tiebreaker situation. Back to Sharon. Scramble the categories. Let's see what happens here. Buildings, music, and people pops up again. What looks good there, Sharon?
Buildings.
Okay, here we go again under the old buildings. Under buildings, what building on the campus of LSU was moved piece by piece from its previous location on the state capitol grounds over to LSU?
I don't know.
Okay, you can take this question where we can scramble the categories again, and you can pick another category and we'll give you another question. What would you like to do?
I'll try the question.
Okay. What building on the campus of LSU was moved piece by piece from its previous location on the state capitol grounds over to LSU?
The dairy.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's the journalism building. Journalism building. Back to Sharon. Scramble them again. We're tied up. 1 block to go for each contestant on We Play Baton Rouge. Let's see what happens. Universities, history, and once again, music.
Music.
Okay, here's what we have under music. He's a highly successful composer of Broadway musical songs. He collaborated with George Gershwin. Can you name him?
No.
Answer the question. You'd like to go back to the board. Okay, let's scramble again, see what happens. Huh? Oscar Hammerstein, the second. I'm sorry, Oscar Hammerstein. Products, buildings, and mixed bag. What looks good right there?
I'll try and mix bag.
Okay, let's see what we have once again under the old mixed bag. During the 40s and early 50s, more than 20,000 tons of chemicals were buried in an abandoned half-mile-long hydroelectric channel. Now, in 1953, the company which owned the area deeded it to the city of Niagara Falls for a school. It was a very controversial area. What is this area now known as?
Niagara Falls.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Take the question or go back to the board.
Go to the board.
Okay, let's go to the board one more time. The answer was Love Canal. Remember the problems they had at Love Canal? Rolling them around again, and it's Sharon's turn. Sports, television, and history.
Television.
Okay, under television, let's see what we have. This bank was the bank through which John Beresford for Tipton dispensed his millions in the TV series and the movie The Millionaire. There's a bank here in Baton Rouge under the same name. Can you name the bank? You answer the question, move over Highland, you can be the winner of the game. Or it goes back to Thomas Ann. Can you name the bank?
City.
City National Bank. That is an acceptable answer, and she is the one. What a game. Jeez, oh man. That was a heck of a game. I'll tell you something, you're an excellent contestant. Thomas, let me tell you something. Nobody goes away a loser on We Play Baton Rouge. We got an absolutely gorgeous gift for you. Gary King, tell us what we have for Thomas right now. What do we have?
You're going out on us, going out on the town. We're giving you as our consolation prize the crowning touch with Crown Service from the Baton Rouge Sheraton. 2 nights are yours as you and your guests enjoy the special taste of the Sheraton Baton Rouge Hotel. And speaking of taste, you'll also enjoy the Sunday brunch at Jacques, courtesy of American International Travel. Travel here in Baton Rouge and wherever you want to be tomorrow.
Great, you can't beat that. Listen, if you've ever been out to the Sheraton, that's excellent. Their Sunday brunch, Thomas Dan, is real, real good. Here's my partner, Bob Jolly, with a real nice gift. Thank you, Bob. Here you have the WePlay Baton Rouge hat and the WePlay Baton Rouge t-shirt, and a big kiss from Pat. And thanks for being with us. You go right out there, and I'll say hello to you in just a sec. Thomas Dan, how about it? How about that? Sharon, you did real well. You know, the John Beresford I pronounce it for Tipton, but it's John Beresford Tipton. And when you answered that, man, I never knew, but City Nash was the answer. We have a great prize. They're telling me to hurry up. Here's what we have, Gary King. Come on, tell her what Sharon won today.
We're taking you to the book, the Wilson's book, because what America wants most costs less at Wilson's. And from the book, you'll receive a gorgeous diamond ruby ring. 8 sparkling rubies surround a gorgeous diamond, stylishly crafted in 14-karat gold, beautifully designed just for you. And to match that gorgeous ruby ring, Wilson surprises you again with this opal pendant. Look at this carefully structured, exquisite pendant. 8 gleaming diamonds surround a luxurious opal. Total retail value of these gifts, $330 from Wilson's, with showrooms conveniently located across the Sunbelt and at Cortana Mall and Village Square in Baton Rouge.
Okay. Here's the WePlay Baton Rouge hat for you, Sharon, and the shirt. A couple of beautiful gifts there from Wilson's. Listen, thanks for being with us. You take care now. How about that? Hey, listen, you never know what's going to happen on WePlay Baton Rouge. Every Saturday, 5:30 on TV2, we get together. Hey, this is Pat Shingleton saying, hey, no matter what game you're playing, you play it the best you can. Thanks for being with us, and bye-bye for now. Hey,
It's the Pat Shingleton production, made in association with WBRZ TV2. Eyewitness News is up next, and join us next Saturday when... With the little hand on 5 and the big hand on 6, it's time we play Baton Rouge, the capital city's only game show made in your backyard with people that may have been in your backyard. A big welcome now for the hostmaster of We Play Baton Rouge, Pat Shingleton.
Thank you very much. Welcome to We Play Baton Rouge, the game show made in your backyard, and it's Gary King with people that you never know who might be in your backyard. It's the capital city's only game show, and we're happy to have you with us tonight. Now, we always start the old game by taking a look at the rules, so let's take a look real quick at how we play Baton Rouge. You'll see an awful lot of categories scramble right up here in the game board. Might be Louisiana, people, or sports. Now, our contestants then pick a specific category that they would like, and I ask them the question. A correct answer, that means a street. The more streets, the better you get. For example, they could move Jefferson, College, Acadian, through Park and East, cross over the Highland Road area right into the studios of TV2 as the winner. And on this particular area here, Perkins, Lee, Stanford, Dalrymple, Texas, across Highland to the studios of TV2. We got a really, really good game here tonight. And once again, here is Gary King to tell us all about it. Gary?
You're going to have to watch it tonight, Pat. It's Teacher's Night. And here's a teacher and homemaker along with all her friends from North Parkview Drive. Please welcome Claudette Burt.
Hi, Claudette. Nice to see you. How you been doing? I'm right up there. How you doing? Let me adjust this mic for you. It seems like every time, we get the show going, they say, uh-oh, I am really nervous. You're not nervous, are you?
Heavens no. I do this every
Very
day.
good. Well, you're substituting at times now for teaching, mainly just a housewife.
A housewife and mother. I have two beautiful little girls.
Are
and
they here?
take up my time. No, unfortunately, they're home taking a nap, like all good little
Okay.
girls should be.
I'll tell you what, we'll wait. You go home and get them.
Yay!
Just kidding.
They'd love it.
All right. We have another teacher, right, Gary, going against Claudette. Who might that be?
Claudette will go against another teacher and housewife. She's backed by friends, family, and neighbors. Here's Charlotte Cox.
Hi, Charlotte. Nice to see you again. How you doing? Step right up there. How's everything going? Well, the excitement's building right here in the studios at TV, too, and so is the nervousness. Now, what I want you to do is you throw the commercial break. I'm heading to the restroom. No, it's good to have you here, and we always start our game, as you know, with that coin toss. And get that coin toss going. We'll do it right after this, but first, we have these messages especially for you. Okay. How y'all? Hey, what do you say? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back to WePlay Baton Rouge. All right, Evelyn. Thanks, and welcome back to WePlay Baton Rouge. As we mentioned, we start our game with the coin toss. We'll go ahead and do that. Claudette, why don't you go ahead and call it? That's right, tails it is. You have the option of either going first or starting here. You've opted to start here, and you get the first question. We're ready for round one, folks, on WePlay Baton Rouge. Let's go and get them. Okay. Charlotte, as you know, we scramble the categories. When it stops, you pick a category, I ask you a question, you head for your first street. So let's go ahead and roll them around there, see how it comes up on WePlay Baton Rouge. Moving into round one, here's what we have. PRODS, which is products, LA, Louisiana, and words.
Louisiana.
Okay, let's see what we have for you right under Louisiana. Okay, under Louisiana. On May 9th, 1971, this man became governor of Louisiana. He was born in Avoyelles Parish, August 7th, 1927. He was recognized as one of the most flamboyant governors of the state. Name this governor.
Edwin Edwards.
That's exactly right. You have your first street. Okay. And I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more about Edwin Edwards as the months roll on. Okay, it's your turn now, Claudette. Let's scramble the categories. Where it stops, you'll pick, and we'll have the question for you. We have Louisiana, we have people, and we have sports. Okay, let's see what we have this time under people. Under people, here's the question. Her film credits include Clute, Julia, and Coming Home, for which she won the 1978 Oscar for Best Actress. One of Hollywood's most controversial actresses, she is as well known for her political involvements as for her film accomplishments. Can you name her? Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda is right.